going on, Jerome's? So the myriad of contract dramas with the Vikings this offseason, Kirko, Daniil, the most important one may be Justin freaking Jefferson as the 25-year-old superstar, future first ballot Hall of Famer, potential generational talent. It's up in the air, his future with the Vikings, but he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid, especially with the salary cap going up, especially with the Vikings knowing that he is the face of the franchise and all of the talk. I understand. That's what you have to do this time of year, and we've entertained it ourselves. Well, not so much entertain it. We just thought about it. It's like, no. Like, absent getting 3 first-round picks, and one of them has to be premium to go get your quarterback in the future, down to it. No, it's so dumb. So, not trading Justin Jefferson, no. Hot, no. So, JJ and Kwesi, they are going to work something out, and this is the major test of Kwesi adofo-mensah as the Vikings general manager. It's not so much the Kirk Cousins contract. It's not so much the Daniil Hunter contract. It's JJ. It is locking down the face of the franchise in his prime, and I think things will get done. So here we got Tan thoughts on what's going on with JJ and the Vikings. Number one, every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah, and in terms of, so this is likely going to be the largest non-quarterback contract in NFL history. And you would think that in that situation, there would be a lot of animosity, a lot of bad feelings. It would be a tough negotiation. You don't get that vibe. You just really don't. It seems like JJ wants to be here. It seems like the Vikings want JJ, and the money is going to be there. So I don't know. Like, it's almost too calm. Right? And it's almost worrisome because, like we said before, when things are quiet, things are generally going well in contract negotiations. But it's been so relatively calm. Like, I'm a little worried. I don't know. Like, things are going too good. Maybe that's just the Minnesota sports fan. Even though, did you know that Justin Jefferson says he wants to break the bank? Shut up. Number 2, trade rumors not serious. So, Kwesi basically saying that he hasn't thought about it. Where he's obviously thought about it, right? If he hadn't thought about it, he's not doing his job. But no, like, in terms of seriously taking trade offers or seriously think about it now. Like, he understands. He even said it yesterday. He's got a blue chip player and a blue chip person, and he tried to keep her best players. That's what it is. You have a prime player, a premium player at a premium position in his prime. Just scratching the surface on his prime. And it's scary to think that JJ is going to get better. It's crazy, man. Number 3, JJ fits into Kwesi's Moneyball. Now, yes, you think about Moneyball and the Oakland A's, like, they strapped together that payroll, blah, 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 blah. But also, you failed to factor in, it's like, hey, they had a couple of tentpole players that they did pay premium contracts. Now, working out the rest of it and finding any sort of value out of potentially older prospects, taking chances on injured guys, taking chances on mama, I can change him type players. Yeah, that fits into Moneyball. But yeah, you do have your premium studs. It's not just all a roster of the island of misfit toys. Number 4, JJ wants to be here. Like, people compare this situation to Percy or Stephon Diggs, other great Vikings receivers who were traded out, or hell, even Randy Moss too. But there has never been a shred of animosity between the team and JJ. There hasn't been any cryptic social media. There hasn't been any leaks to the insiders. There hasn't been anything there. JJ wants to be here. And even if it's Kirk, even if it's quarterback of the future, I think Justin Jefferson realizes that he's in a good spot here in the great state of Minnesota. They want him here, which is something that he's been looking for his entire football career. And I think that he thinks that he can win a Super Bowl here, which is fantastic because it is absolutely true. Number 5, Vikings want JJ here. So obviously Kevin O'Connell wants him here. Kwesi wants him here, and Vikings ownership want him here because he is box office. Like, he is the face of the franchise. He sells jerseys. He sells season tickets. He does move the needle. And it's rare because football, there's such a turnover in the roster, and rosters are so big, and it's weird outside of the quarterback position to have a bona fide true blue superstar who does move that needle, and JJ is one of them. And also, Kwesi talking yesterday about how they were very, very close to a deal last offseason. I think what it came down to is Yeah, it could have been the Vikings sort of balking, but also I think it's more Jefferson's agent realizing that, hey, that salary cap in 2024 is going to be huge because all the news of the streaming deals and the new TV contracts were already in. So if his agent was worth his salt, like, he obviously would know that the cap was going to go up, up, up. And, you know, teams generally don't like extending players with multiple years left on their deal. Same thing with players, because if you do that, you see too much control and there's too many unknowns in the future, and the cap keeping going up, up, up. If you sign a 4 or 5 year extension when you still have 2 years left, that is 6 or 7 years of control ceded to the team. A lot of it with guaranteed money run out, as well as with the market continue to go up and new guys getting paid. I mean, that contract could be obsolete by year 3. And then you still have 4 more years connected to that team. That's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Next up, number 6. Money is not the issue here. So JJ is going to get paid. I think everyone understands that. And the Vikings have cleaned up a lot of contracts, a lot of veteran deals. And I don't think that the top end money is the issue. I don't even think that the guaranteed money is the issue in this spot. What it comes down to is it's about I think it's about the guarantee timing. So you look at JJ right now. He is under contract for his 5th year option, $19.743 million fully guaranteed. And generally, a lot of times contracts will be like a signing bonus, which then gets prorated over 5 years, as well as the first year guaranteed. Sometimes there's a partial guarantee for the 2nd year salary, but that's it. That's it. Including Hawkinson, by the way. So that's not only what the Vikings do, that's what they do league-wide generally, outside of quarterback. So, I mean, JJ is probably looking for a little bit more guarantees in 2026 and 2027, which is fully understandable, and I think that he has certainly earned that. And basically, why contracts are structured this way is that it hedges against the player either injury or decline in skill. And knocking on all the wood, hopefully JJ will be good to go. And I definitely don't see a decline in skill coming up. So I would be perfectly fine if they gave him 3 years fully guaranteed on his extension, 26, 27, 28. Now, if I'm JJ, I would angle for more of a 3-year true extension. So 3 years on top of the 5th year option. All right, so 25, 26, 27, 28. And then he would be up for a new contract either with the Vikings or potentially hitting the open market at age 29. Now, could JJ push for a no tag provision so he would be able to hit true open market as opposed to just getting franchise tag in 2028? That could be a sticking point as well. But just reading the tea leaves, I do feel like it is less about the total money, because the total money is going to be there. Whether it's $30 million per year, whether it's more than that. But in terms of total guarantee, I don't think that's an issue either. I think that it's going to surpass all numbers for wide receivers for all time. Next up, number 8, leading to that, it's going to be huge. Like, the number, I think, is really going to shock people. And there's a couple factors at play here. Number 1, the salary cap going up around $13 million more than people estimated. Generally, it was seen, cap would go up 17, $20 million, but end up being 30, 33. So it's pretty damn good, man. And you look at the average per year. So Tyreek Hill's contract is a farce. I mean, you look at that 4th year where he's scheduled to make $43 million non-guaranteed. It's ridiculous, man. But I think that just estimation here, I think JJ is going to get a 4-year, $160 million deal with $100 million fully guaranteed. So it would be structurally the 4-year extension, so 2025 through 2028, and then the first 3 years would be guaranteed. That would be where the $100 million comes in, some form of signing bonus as well, maybe some partial guarantee in 2027. But I could see. Again, the number's going to shock people because it's going to be like 4 years, $160 million. That is a Daniel Jones contract. That is a Dak Prescott contract. But that's what the market is going to be. And it's not so much about, JJ's just being greedy. No, that is the market rate for the number 1 receiver in today's NFL with the new salary cap. And also you factor in CeeDee Lamb is going to get paid. Jamar Chase is going to get paid. And that's what the market is going to be. So I think that I don't think that people have digested what the major jump in the salary cap is going to be. And also the fact that the Vikings have done a very good job the last 2 off seasons clearing up a bunch of veteran cap dead weight that they can afford to take on a big-time JJ contract, especially if their starting quarterback is on his rookie deal, which is a great competitive advantage of having your starter as a rookie. Number 9, quarterback situation matters. Now, initially, JJ was all like, I want Kirk, and I think that was likely a sticking point. But I think JJ understands that, hey, Kirk maybe has 2, 3, 4 years left in him, and you're going to be playing a lot longer than that. And even though you love Kirk, even though you obviously haven't been throwing the ball to yourself the first 4 years of your career, it's potentially time to move on. And maybe Kirk is back, but also finding out who the next quarterback is going to be, the guy who's going to be slinging you the football in your mid to late 20s, the absolute thick THICC prime of your career, that's important too. So I think that might not be a sticking point, but it's something that is in consideration. Lastly, best chance to win a Super Bowl is with Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Now, yes, all of the idiots saying is like, well, Tyreek Hill got traded and the Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls. That's because you already had Mahomes. Or Megatron never won a Super Bowl. Randy Moss never won a Super Bowl. No, the Vikings' best chance to win a Super Bowl is with the alpha wide receiver 1 in the league, because he'll make Kirk Cousins better if he's back. He'll make the quarterback TBD better if he's back. So, yeah, everything's going to be all right. But that's it. 10 thoughts on JJ and the Vikes. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.